There are moments when life breaks your strength quietly, long before anyone notices. There are moments when the world sees you standing, but heaven sees you trembling. Moments when you keep walking, because stopping feels dangerous. Moments when you keep smiling, because breaking feels unacceptable. Moments when you keep showing up, because disappearing feels impossible. But inside, your strength is fading. Inside, something is sinking. Inside, you whisper, I don't know how much longer I can hold this. And no one hears that whisper. But God does. He hears the tremble in your breath. He hears the unspoken exhaustion in your silence. He hears the heaviness behind your small, tired, I'm fine. Listen. Your strength didn't run out because you were weak. Your strength ran out because you have been carrying too much for too long with too little rest, and heaven saw it long before you admitted it. Psalm 18:6 says, In my distress I called upon the Lord, and my cry came before him into his ears. But sometimes you don't even call. Sometimes your cry is the way your heart beats. Sometimes your cry is a deep sigh no one hears. Sometimes your cry is your silence. And still, it reaches him. Listen. You've been trying to stay strong for people, trying to be responsible, trying to be stable, trying to be the one who doesn't fall apart, trying to be the one who keeps hope alive. But strength without rest becomes strain. Strain without support becomes breaking. Breaking without God becomes collapse. So before you collapsed, God stepped in. He stepped in quietly, gently, faithfully, not because you asked perfectly, but because he saw your limit in ways your body couldn't explain. And you wondered, does God see how tired I am? Yes, he does. Psalms 73:26 says, My flesh and my heart may fail, but God is the strength of my heart. He does not wait for you to break to give you strength. He gives you strength because he knows you're breaking. Listen. Some of the strength you lost went into holding back tears, trying not to worry people, trying to carry yourself honorably, trying to keep faith. Even when fear tried to whisper louder, you fought battles in silence because you didn't want to be a burden. But God never called you a burden. He called you beloved. And beloved people, don't carry everything alone. Listen. There were moments when you felt discouraged without knowing why. Moments when you felt heavy even though nothing happened. Moments when something inside you just felt done. Done trying. Done pretending. Done pushing. Done being strong. But those moments were not failure. They were an invitation Because when your strength ends, God's strength begins. Isaiah 40:29 says, He gives strength to the weary and increases the power of the weak. He doesn't make you ashamed of weakness. He steps into the weakness and fills it. Listen. Some of the weights you carried was never yours to hold. You tried fixing things only God could fix. You tried helping hearts only God could heal. You tried controlling outcomes that were never in your hands. And the more you tried, the heavier it felt. The heavier it felt. The quieter you became. The quieter you became. The more exhausted you felt. And the more exhausted you felt, the more God whispered, Give it to me. Not because you failed, but because He never meant for strength alone to be your source. Listen. You didn't know what you needed, but God did. You needed rest deeper than sleep, peace deeper than understanding, comfort deeper than words, reassurance deeper than logic, strength deeper than motivation, presence deeper than people. And God stepped in with exactly that. He stepped in. When you felt overwhelmed, He stepped in. When you felt unseen, He stepped in. When your joy felt fragile, He stepped in. When hope felt thin, He stepped in. When quiet tears carried too much meaning, He stepped in. Not to demand more from you, but to give more to you. Listen. Some things God gives instantly, some things He gives slowly. But strength, He gives continually. Not once, not occasionally, continually. Strength that rises when yours disappears. Strength that steadies what fear shakes. Strength that calms what anxiety inflames. Strength that holds what you can't hold together. Strength that carries what you can't carry alone. You are not weak. You are being renewed. You are not failing. You are being rebuilt. You are not collapsing. You are being held. Listen. God is stepping in again right now. Into your thoughts. Bringing peace. Into your emotions. Bringing gentleness. Into your heart. Bringing healing. Into your spirit. Bringing rest. Into your tomorrow. Bringing direction. Into your night. Bringing comfort. You don't have to figure everything out. You don't have to hold everything together. You don't have to pretend you're strong. God is stepping in with what you needed most, even before you knew what that was. His strength is becoming your strength. His peace is becoming your clarity. His presence is becoming your stability. His help is becoming your hope. Your strength ran out, but His never will. And that is why you will rise again, not by force, not by trying harder, not by pretending, but by being held, by the God who steps in. Every time your strength steps out, God has stepped into the places where your strength has faded. He is restoring you gently, deeply, and completely. If this word spoke to your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, so this devotional can reach someone who feels too tired to stand alone today. And if you feel led, comment, "God stepped in for me." May His peace find you today.